What's going on, Dog Nation and Respect the Hedges family? It is homecoming week. The Dogs are taking on the Tigers. Hey, man, we should have some of our cast and crew spread out through campus, mostly probably on the Myers Quad. So once they join in, we'll get it started, man. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing.
Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0. The Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Not again.
Lead flicker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin. Into his hands. And guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Mizzou will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone and...
Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line! Sigue Ringo! Corta dentro! Ringo! Touchdown! Georgia!
The Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory. Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
That's right, man. We back up in here, man. Y'all know how it is, man. Respect the Hedges, always brought to you by the Tailgate Kings. All right, man. Anybody watching out there, let us know if you're going to homecoming or if you're at homecoming. If so, where you are. And also, go ahead. We can start getting some score predictions in there. What y'all think the score is going to be today? What's going on? That's right, man. What's going on, James? Let's go. Big game today. That's right. It is a huge game today, man. Like today won't clinch the East, but if we beat Missouri, all we have to do then is beat Ole Miss, and it'll be guaranteed that the Dogs finish first in the East. But that's not enough for us. We want more. You know what I'm saying? We want to win today. We want to win next Saturday against Ole Miss and beat Tennessee and, of course, Georgia Tech, man, to stay undefeated. I know the college football playoff rankings came out, this week. No stress, you know what I'm saying? The Dogs, number 2. What's going on, Mars? Checking in. We appreciate it. The Dogs are number 2 in the CFP rankings, but, that really doesn't matter if the Dogs go undefeated, and handle business. It doesn't matter. Be honest, we don't know if Ohio State's going to beat Michigan or Michigan's going to beat Ohio State, but at the end of the day, the Dogs will be in the playoffs, and I really don't care which spot we're in, to be honest. I know when you're the first and second, place in the rankings, you get to kind of, I guess, first place gets kind of choose where they want to go. As far as I want to say, it's the Sugar Bowl and the Rose Bowl this year. But I'm pretty confident if a Big Ten team is number 1 and the Dogs are number 2, the Big Ten team is going to choose the Rose Bowl anyway. So I think that regardless, and if we're in the number 2 spot, I think that the Dogs would end up at the Sugar Bowl. So first off, though, got to handle business today with Missouri coming in town. Trying to wait and see if any of I know we got some people on campus. We'll see if they're checking in. They probably are at tailgates and not looking at the clock. So I end up not being able to make it to campus, but like I say, they should be on campus. We'll hang out a while here, man. Like, again, man, if you are already at the tailgate, you're watching on your phone on campus or you're at home somewhere, let us know where you're watching from. and get those score positions. In the LSU game, that's right. The LSU Bama game is big for like big. If LSU wins, LSU pretty much, I think, let's see, Ole Miss beat LSU. That's going to create, because Alabama has one loss, but it's to Texas, so there's no SEC losses for them. LSU lost to Florida State, so they only have one SEC loss, and that's to Ole Miss. But if they beat Bama, then you have a three-way tie going into next week. You have LSU beating Bama, Bama beating Ole Miss, and Ole Miss beating LSU. So that might be some chaos over there in the West. So we don't want that chaos in the East. So the Dogs need to definitely handle business. Currently, the standings are Tennessee has 2 losses in the SEC, and I think Missouri only has the 1 loss. Next week, Missouri plays Tennessee. So again, if the Dogs can handle business today, that'll kind of basically put, I ain't gonna say put Missouri out of the race, but definitely put them behind the 8 ball. And then next week's game between Tennessee and Missouri still becomes big, whether it's to stay in the race for first or to stay up there for second place, because you still, listen, even if you don't make the playoffs these days, you still can shoot for a New Year's 6. So all of these games are important today, man. Let's just scan college football, period. Oklahoma is playing Oklahoma State today in what we may or may not be the last Bedlam game that we ever see. I don't think it'll be the last. I think it'll be the last for a while. After a while, I think they'll come to their senses and figure something out and on how to work that out. But that's a huge game in the Big 12, because the Big 12 race is tight as well. Texas has 1 loss in the Big 12. Oklahoma has 1 loss in the Big 12. Oklahoma State has 1 loss in the Big 12, and Kansas State, who Texas plays today, has 1 loss in the Big 12. So it's some separation going on out there too. Mars gets in. That's right, man. Mars has been pretty spot on with these dog picks, so I hope he's spot on today, man. 49-19 Dogs, all Dogs, man. So we also got, I want to say we got a big one in the Big 12 as well, USC and Washington. Both explosive offenses. Washington's defense hasn't really looked that good, as of late. So they're going to need to right the ship to stop. Listen, USC ain't got no good defense, but they definitely can score on people. So let me check and see where our people are. Let's see here if anybody is on campus. In the Big 10 today, who do we have in the Big 10 today? Ohio State takes on Purdue. No, I'm sorry. Ohio State takes on Rutgers. Rutgers is surprisingly, I want to say 6-2 in the Big 10. That is unheard of, by the way. Let's see what other big games we got coming on at 12 o'clock here. The first slate we're gonna see. Listen, man, Arkansas is at Florida. At this point, Florida's still trying to get bowl eligible, so this is an important victory to them. Arkansas, I don't really know what their record is. I don't know if I want to say they're last in the West, if I'm not mistaken. Jacksonville State at South Carolina. Listen, y'all normally watch the channel, man. On my other shows, the stat guy, my co-host, man, he's a big South Carolina fan, and he told me they lost the battle of the Carolinas to North Carolina. They lost the battle of Columbia's to Mizzou, and now they're having the battle of the Gamecocks, Jacksonville State Gamecocks versus South Carolina Gamecocks. And this is about pride. It is. They only got 2 wins. And they would definitely have to win out to get to a bowl game, but they definitely don't want to lose to Jacksonville State, because then they won't even be able to claim the Gamecock title. Other games in the area, Notre Dame at Clemson. Clemson's 4-4. I don't know if Clemson has ever, I'm trying to think the last time they had a losing season. It's been a long time. Dabo has had 12 straight 10-win seasons. So this feels a little weird. But Clemson seems to be kind of going in the wrong direction. Today, a tough Notre Dame team, but if they can get a win at home against Notre Dame, then they still could, finish the season pretty strong. Penn State at Maryland. Maryland can score some points, and Penn State doesn't look like they care about offense a lot. They got a really good defense. So they definitely don't want Maryland to get out early on them, because if Maryland gets out early, I don't know if James Franklin calls the kind of game that you can come from behind. So you got Texas A&M at Ole Miss. Again, I talked about it earlier. Ole Miss is a one-loss team. A one-loss team and a one-loss SEC team, so they need to beat Texas A&M before they even travel to Athens next week to take on the Dogs to stay in this race in the West. So that's a huge one for them. Oregon State at Colorado. Oregon State still trying to stay in the Pac-12 race, man. Only got the one loss. So two losses. They got two losses, but they still in the race, because I want to say Washington has one loss, Oregon has one loss, but everybody else has two losses. So they're still in this thing, just in case. I mean, I don't think Oregon's going to lose again, but if they get to the championship, but they may or may not. Who else we got? Virginia Tech at Louisville. Louisville is a one-loss team. That's right. And Virginia Tech goes to Louisville. Well, Louisville is undefeated this year. They're really tough at home, but Virginia Tech surprisingly had a losing record out of conference, but only has one loss in conference. So that's a game to basically give somebody a stronghold on playing Florida State. Looks like in the ACC championship. Mars says Bama 34. Ooh, you got Bama scoring 34 points. I can't even argue with that, Mars, because LSU's defense has been missing in action all year. The key is Bama's defense slowing down that offense, because Jaden Daniels has been really, really good. So, but I could definitely see that, man. I think it is going to be a one-score game. It's in Tuscaloosa. Last year, LSU beat Alabama in overtime. That pretty much sealed the West up. So this is a huge, huge, huge game. Give me your score prediction, Mars, for Bedlam today, man. It starts here. It starts at 3:30, the same time the Dogs play. So let me see if anybody. Who is this? Is this somebody that's on campus? Dad is sick. His voice is gone. Well, that's one down. I think JV is actually he's hosting a huge tailgate for homecoming with the Tailgate Kings. Y'all see the intro sometimes you see how big he does it. So I know they got like a couple of screens on campus and things of that nature. So we may or may not have anybody here. Oh, we got Heena checking in.
Hey guys,
where are you at, Heena?
take a wild guess.
You're on tape. You're on tape.
Yep, you got it. At the Tate Center. Traffic kind of held us up a little bit, but I'm here.
Hey, that's all that matters is you got in. Thad just checked. Thad checked in and say his voice is gone, so he's sick or something like that. So I don't know.
Wait, say that again.
Thad said his voice is gone. I guess he said he's sick or something like that. So I don't know.
No.
Yeah, but I know it. What tailgate are you headed to, Heena?
So I am headed up to the Quad in just a little bit. There's a Black UGA alumni tailgate going on there. There's a Tailgate Kings hosting there, so that is where I'm headed.
That's cool. That's cool.
Just a few. And our old boy Hines Ward was supposed to be here, I believe, at 11 a.m. So that's why I came here to Tate, see if I can catch him for a quick minute.
We definitely, we appreciate you checking in.
Absolutely.
So, we know you got a little trek when you head up to Myers Quad, but once you get up there, you can possibly check back in.
We'll check in these boots right there.
Ooh,
but it's all good.
You used to it. You
for
tailgate
respect
queen.
The things we do. So
That's
I'll be
right.
back on. Give me a few minutes and I'll come back. All right.
We'll see you when you come back.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
All right. There's our girl Heena checking in from the Tate Student Center right across the street from Sanford Stadium. So she will be headed to Myers Quad, and that's where most of the tailgating is going. Mars says 35. Let me get back up. 35-30. I can see that too. I think Oklahoma State will be jacked up. It'll help them in the first half, but overall, I do think Brent Venables have plan to slow down Ollie Gordon, who has been on a tear, the running back from Oklahoma State, leading the nation in rushing. It was just leading the last 5 weeks, but I think he's actually leading overall now. I mean, the dude's been doing some crazy, stupid stuff like 270 yards a game, 180 yards a game, things of that nature. But they haven't played a defense to this point, though, like Oklahoma. So it's going to be interesting to see what Brent Venables has for him. If they can slow down Ollie Gordon and try to make, I forget their quarterback's name, Alum, something like that. Make him beat him. I think they'll be in good shape. So just can't have any turnovers and things of that nature. Hope it's not like a rainy game like it was against Kansas, because that'll take some of the athleticism away from Oklahoma. Mar says, I know us Oklahoma fans want to blow up, Oklahoma State want to fight because they've been getting disrespected. I think I'm pretty sure that Gundy's been playing that card all week. The whole, if it, it's their fault that we're not having Bedlam and they lead, they think they're better than us, all that good jazz. Everybody counted us out after the South Alabama. They've been pumping that all the time. But like I say, it's whether or not they can keep that energy up for 4 quarters, because I know the first 2 quarters or so they definitely will have that. So listen, man, it's a lot of good football coming on today. We got some group of 5s in action. They're still trying to stay into it. Fresno State is a 1-loss group of 5. They're still trying to be the best group of 5, trying to get up there and possibly. I think once you're a 1-loss group of 5, you're out of it. But we'll see what the committee does. But they play Georgia State today, which is going to be a big game. We got my guy Shawty checking in. Shawty, what's going on, man?
Man, what's going on, man? I ain't want to leave you hanging.
Man, Heena just got finished checking in at the Tate Center, man. And I know you said your voice was pretty much gone, dog. What, you been yelling at some people?
No, man, I think that little weather change at that Chappelle show, it was cold that night.
Ooh, it was.
Yeah, I think it kind of got me.
Oh, man. Dang. So you're not even out there on campus, huh?
Man, I got out of bed when I saw your text. I've been in the bed, bro.
Dang, dog. Hey, man, I hope you get speedy recovery, dog. You watch it at the confines of your own home, man. But you're right. It was cold out there. I ain't gonna lie. I had on shorts, Charlie. I had on shorts.
Boy, no.
I had on shorts, but I had on a long sleeve and stuff. And I was like, I was good until we got ready to leave. When we got ready to leave, it was like the temperature had dropped about another 10 degrees. But I ain't gonna lie, dog. It was worth it, dog. It is the best to me.
That was a hell of a show, wasn't it?
Dog, it's the best comedy show that I personally have been to. I got to see Kevin Hart a couple of times. I seen Martin Lawrence, which is my favorite. I've been to a lot of comedy shows, but that one right there, I was telling my wife the difference is the undercard. All the people that came on before were like super, super funny. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I was telling the guys. Ashley Larry, he was the best one to me.
Man, Ashley Larry tore the stage up, dog. So we got Heena checking back in. Heena, what's going on?
Listen, I got a little walk there to the other side, but I wanted to show you all this, the calm before the storm.
The calm before the storm. That's right. Sanford Stadium, baby. Looks good. Looks good under the bright sunlight. So
I just wanted to check in and show you guys that real quick. And I'm gonna head up to the quad.
All right. We'll see you when you get to the quad.
Yeah, Hines won't be on till about 12:30, so we'll miss him, but we'll catch him afterwards.
All right.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man, you're right. Ashley Larry was hilarious. Listen, T.I. held it. He had good stage presence. He's getting a little bit better. I've been watching him, do some shows here and there when he be putting it on YouTube or whatever. So he actually did pretty good. The first guy, I don't even know his name, but he was funny. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kevin Hart was funny. And then Dave Chappelle came on, and I was like, man, this is a good show right here.
Bro, it's amazing. He did his whole set off of 2 jokes.
That's what my wife said. My wife's like, Kevin Hart came out and told 2 stories and really set it off. I was like, he one of the best storytelling comedians out there.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was a great night, man.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, you need to go ahead and get some rest, dog. I appreciate you checking in, dog, man. You sound like you need to be just chilling all day today, man. Drink you some.
I am, bro.
Drink you some rock and rye. Get you some of the some old whiskey in your system.
Let me ask you this question before you get out of here, Coach. I was thinking about this last night. With the way that Carson is playing, it's a very good chance our prediction may be right where he's one and done. But let me ask you this. Do you think we would be in a better position to have him come back as opposed to rely on possibly a true freshman or what we have been waiting?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I think if he comes back, we automatically should be the favorites next year, even though we lose Brock Bowers. We'll lose a couple more people. But I think if he comes back the way he's playing and the way I feel like he's going to finish this year, we definitely should be, if not number one, definitely in the top three. And that definitely gives us a better chance because while, like Dylan Raiola coming in, looking forward to that. He's still a freshman, a true freshman, and he doesn't have the experience that Carson Beck has. And Carson Beck is playing good. He's playing at a level of the same as the Heisman Trophy candidates. So now that's just that's the fan in me that I kind of want him to come back, but I kind of want him to do so good that they want him in the NFL for his sake. And they've been talking about that. Jim Nagy of the Senior Bowl is already looking at him. But I don't know what Carson, what like with NIL in play, if Carson, let's say he's projected, he has a good year like we think, and he's projected to be a third or fourth rounder, do you think it's still better with NIL just to come back and play another year and then try to be a first rounder? Because I think that could possibly be,
Yeah, if he projected third or fourth, it would make no sense to leave. Well, I don't want to say it wouldn't make no sense, but it's a good chance he wouldn't leave early.
Yeah, and I think that'll put us in a great position next year because, technically, Rosemy-Jack-Saint, I don't know if he's planning on using his COVID year or not. He's a true senior. As far as wide receivers, I know Ladd is a redshirt junior, so he could technically go. But you know how it is. Sometimes with those dominoes and you got those guys, like I think Ladd is worth a first, a day one draft pick. I'm going to say I don't know about first round, but I think his speed and his ability to get open say that, and maybe it don't translate in the NFL, but what I know about Ladd, I think he's a day one draft pick, but that that may not be good enough for him. He might.
What is Ladd, about 5'11"?
I think so, but he's the thing that you and I talk about. He's both of them. He's fast and quick. You know what I'm saying? And I think that aids him in getting open. He runs very good routes and got great hands. So. And you never know what these NFL guys are looking at. All year I would have told you Anthony Richardson and Will Levis wouldn't have been first rounders, but hey,
I could have told you Anthony Richardson just because his body, so he's a physical freak.
Yeah, and then Will Levis went like 12 or something, and he's looking absolutely terrible in the NFL. I never thought he was a first round pick, but again,
he won last week, Coach.
I know, but he like up and down like a roller coaster, dog. He's trying to throw interceptions, Nuke breaking up passes, and I'm like, dog, you throw it to the team that you own, dog.
But look here, Coach. This is what's crazy. He done jumped in front of Malik Willis.
And Malik had a lot of upside, but I still felt like when he came out of Liberty, he was raw, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very overrated,
yeah. But he had a lot of upside, and the NFL, man, they don't give you so long, dog. And then you're gonna be the backup forever, or you're gonna be out the league. So Malik gonna have to get it together.
Yeah, they'll probably be here last year, folks. I think he coming up on his fourth year, so they probably won't renew his fifth year option.
Yeah. So, but no, man, Carson's in those talks, man. It's like it's good and bad, as a fan, you just want, like, he got another year. He didn't even use his COVID year or anything, but he has just another regular year. So, you be wanting your guys to stay long, and who knows what this is a strong quarterback class. So
exactly. Another good point too.
This is a really strong quarterback class, but with Caleb out here telling teams he won't partial ownership, which he can't do. And
he's just talking, folks.
I think so too, but Dion had made mention that he wanted Shedeur to be number one. So I don't know. We'll see what these guys do, man. I don't think they're gonna stay, but we'll see.
I think Shedeur may stay,
but
Caleb, he gone, folks.
Yeah, and then Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, the guy JJ McCarthy at Michigan,
Your boy NC State, North Carolina.
North Carolina, Drake May, Jordan Travis from Florida State, Jaden Daniels for LSU. This is like, bro, this is tough right here, dog. This tough.
Oh, loaded.
So I think it's a good chance, though. I think it's a good chance he come back. And I think, regardless of whether we end up winning the Natty or not this year, I think that's a good thing for the Dogs.
Because who would have ever thought that we would have a top 12 matchup for homecoming? Well, this ain't no cakewalk.
No, it ain't no cakewalk. No, these dudes can score the ball, man. Mars said the Dogs need to watch the crossing patterns coming from Mizzou. Yeah, they run a lot of crossing pattern and go routes. Listen, man, they put the ball out there for Luther Burton and Theo Weiss, and then they got a third guy that's kind of coming on too. And they can put up points, man. The thing that I'm relying on is they haven't been able to stop anybody. So and if we get into, I don't like shootouts, but if we were to get into the shootout, if I gotta trust one team to make that one key stop that they need, I'll trust the Dogs. But like you say, this ain't the homecoming matchup you want. You know what I'm saying? You want the
this ain't Vandy.
No, you want the Vandies and the Georgia Southerns and them kind of teams to come in for homecoming, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. You got to step out there and do it. Thankfully, they put us number 2 in the CFP. Give Kirby a little something to get after them about. And anytime I always feel good anytime we feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the boys go out there and try to prove what's going on, man. So and what it is, at least it's the first game after that ranking. At least it's at home. That's another thing. We played 3 straight bangers, but at least 2 of them at home. We got Missouri this week at home, Ole Miss at home, Ole Miss another one. Ole Miss can score with the best of them. And then we travel to Tennessee. So and hey, I think we way better than Georgia Tech, but they feeling a little froggy these days, beating people. I'm like, so they talked about us. They ain't got nothing for us, though. But that's how I feel. But I'm just saying, how the talk was in the beginning of the season. Georgia don't play nobody. Now we got 3 straight, top 25 matchups.
So you're a stat guy, coach, and I hadn't had a chance to look it up, but I did see where at this particular point in the year, we are playing championship football. We are a championship quality team. We're averaging, I think, 40.5 points a game. They was hating on Bobo. We still putting up 40 points a game. And we only giving up 14.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's pretty comparable to last year, right?
It is. Actually, everything that we're doing currently is almost exactly like it was last year. So actually, we're averaging 41.7 a game.
Okay.
Let me see. I posted it on Instagram the other day. Let me see if I can find that picture, man. Only thing that we off from last year is so we're averaging
yardage. And we giving up 275 a game, something like that.
So they didn't put the defensive yardage on here, but we are scoring 41 points a game, which is the same as last season. We have 500 and we're getting 507 yards a game, which is 6 yards better than last season. We're averaging 7.2 yards per play, which is exactly the same as last season. And last season we gave up 14 points a game. Currently we're giving up 14.8 points a game. So that's it, dog. Scoring defense, we are number 7 in the nation. Actually it's 4.75. They actually have rounded it up on that thing that I see. So scoring defense, we're top 7. Scoring offense, we're number 7 as well. So top 10, and not a lot of teams can say they got a top 10 offense and defense. So what's going on, Jake? So yeah, me and my boy was talking about it the other day. The thing is, it just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't look the same. So it's almost like what the players say about Kirby. Don't listen to the tone, listen to the message. Don't. During the game, there's times where we like, oh, we should have hit this play, we shouldn't have did this. But the thing is, it just looks different. Whereas last year, if we gave up, somebody to get into our red zone, they would either get a field goal or they wouldn't score at all. This year, we're giving up touchdowns when people get in the red zone. But the difference is this year, nobody's getting to the red zone. So you know what I'm saying? It's like we just flipped it. We like really good in between the 20s where we keep people out of the red zone. Now, if they get in the red zone, we've been giving it up, dog. You know what I say? We've been giving it up like they walk in Las Vegas. So we got to keep them out of the red zone.
Right.
So, but Michael Williams actually addressed that this past week. Said that they definitely focus on because they know they haven't played up to standard. In the red zone, and they want to be better. And we're getting healthy too, Shawty, at the right time, dog. Like I know Brock went down, but Tyrion Ingram Dawkins on the line last week was against Florida was his first week, and he made an instant impact. We got some of these freshmen that's stepping in. Our pass rush is getting a little bit better. Kendall Milton's looking to, be a little bit healthier. We got Heena checking back in. What's going on, Heena?
Guys, I'm back.
What's going on?
What's up, guys? What's up?
They're not going to be able to hear much.
Hear you guys, man, but I know you're doing wonderful things over there.
What's going on?
All right, I got a question for you, though.
Corey, what's up with your boy?
If out of the outcome with Alabama LSU, who would you rather play? We're going to go to SEC championship. Who would you rather play, Alabama or LSU?
Give me Alabama. I'm tired of hearing about Alabama. I want Alabama.
You heard it right here. What's the score going to be today?
I think LSU 35-14.
What about ours?
Oh, we're going to blow them out 45-17.
I like it. Y'all hear that?
That's right. Go Dogs.
All right, guys, I'll be back.
All right.
Man, I need to be out there.
Listen, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, man. So because you was there, so I drove. My wife had bought the Dave Chappelle tickets for my birthday at the beginning of the month, but it wasn't until Halloween. So we drove down, and then I drove back Wednesday, and I was like, man, it's just I wanted to go to homecoming, but I'm like, man, it's just a lot of driving for you, boy. But last night, at around about 12 o'clock, I was like, man, I might be able to get up and go. But bro, I had a little too many libations last night.
Man, I've been there, bro. When I woke up, I was just like, I felt it kind of coming on last night.
Yeah.
And when I just woke up, man, it was just like, man, I can't even get out there like this.
Yeah, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock. I ain't hear none of that. I ended up waking up at 6:30. I would have needed to be out of the house by 7:30. I was like, it ain't happening today, man. I'm just gonna have to sit this one out. So but shout out to everybody that's at homecoming, going on their way to homecoming. I think I talked to CA, he was kind of 50-50 on it. So I don't know if he's gonna make it out there either. I know E-Rob and JV out there. So JV probably got so much going on with the Tailgate Kings, he probably won't hop on today. So
yeah. And then he doing something with the alumni too, so the black alumni. So
yeah. So it's gonna be a good time out there, man. The good thing is it ain't gonna be too cold, ain't too hot. It's like good football weather. I think it's supposed to be like 50, 55, 60 by the time kickoff. I'm like, that's good football weather there, man.
Cold, they're really for the SEC separation Saturday.
It is, but this is what I'm saying. So, like in the SEC and the Big 12, dog. Oh, Heena checking back in.
Hello. I'm gonna put you on this podcast. Is that all right?
That's fine. How you doing?
Look who I got here. Got
What's going on?
What's going on?
Coach I and Corey Allen, JV Johnson. This is a podcast. Respect the Hedges.
Fantastic.
All right, got a question for you. What's the score today? Give me the prediction.
Oh, gosh. Just dogs on top. That's all I can give you.
Dogs on top.
That's all that matters. Dogs on top.
From a defensive standpoint, Missouri gave us fits last year. They come in with a lot of firepower as well on offense, but they spread it around, throw it around, and touch the ball around the field. We should be just fine, though. I'm sure Kirby's got them tuned in.
I hope so. Everybody's talking about Burden. What do you think? Is he going to be a burden?
I don't know. I don't know. What was the quote
again? Burden, their receiver. Everybody's talking about that on College Game Day.
I think we'll be just fine. Kirby and crew are masters at planning and making adjustments. We're not going to let one guy beat us, so we're fine.
I love it. My dogs. I mean, this place is amazing. If you're not out here yet, you need to get here. Look at this place. Hold on. Let's show you a view, Coach. Give me a second. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Always do.
I'm going to take you. I'll be right back.
Tell Heena to stop rubbing it in.
I know, right?
Am I still on? I don't even know.
No, now you are. So,
Chad, look at this. I mean, we got a dance floor. You got
Now I know how y'all.
Maria
Now I know how y'all played
You got a
when I
big
was at the
old
Natty.
TV screen showing the game. Omega Psi Phi, Kappas, AKAs. I mean, everybody's out here. Look at this. Look at
And
this.
what you hate is they just now getting started.
Right.
That's the Black UGA alumni. I mean, there's no better place to be, right, Coach?
That's right. That's right. That's right. You have
I can't hear you, but I'm gonna go look for JV and I'll be back. All right.
All right. Okay.
Heena rocking the hardware and everything.
I know, right? You know, Heena got all the championship rings, man. They look good out there. The homecoming, dog. I'm telling you. Listen, like I said, I know how I feel now when we was actually broadcasting live from the Natty and you guys couldn't make it. So now I feel the same way with homecoming. I really want to be out there. See, I had to put my homecoming picture in the background like I'm still there, dog.
Man, and I'm told, listen, I can sniff it. I ain't number 4 miles away.
I know that's the difference. I'm like, you right there at this, dog. Oh man, I hate that for you, dog. But yeah, this is Separation Saturday in the SEC. It's Separation Saturday in the SEC on East and West, and in the Big 12. I was talking about that earlier, man. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State both lost big. Like Oklahoma State lost to South Alabama, but they've only lost one Big 12 game. Oklahoma's only
lost Okie State today.
It's Bedlam Day today, and then Texas 3:30, same time our game. Yep, the 12. So whoever win that game is basically controls their own destiny to get to the Big 12 championship. The Texas Kansas State game, same thing. Kansas State lost 2 games, but only one of those was a Big 12 loss. So they're one loss Big 12 team. Texas is a 1-loss Big 12 team. So whoever wins that game, so the winners of those 2 games are headed to, control their own destiny to try to get to the Big 12 championship. So, and in the SEC, again, Missouri's a 1-loss SEC team. We're undefeated. You got Alabama, who's lost 1, but they're an undefeated SEC team though, and LSU has only lost 1 in the SEC. So both sides kind of got the same thing going on. So the winners of both of those games
got 1 loss.
Ole Miss got 1 loss. So this is the thing. So Ole Miss has to win today against Texas A&M. But if LSU wins today and Ole Miss wins today, LSU will have beaten Alabama. Alabama beat Ole Miss, and Ole Miss beat LSU. It's a 3-way tie. So Heena's checking back in.
But Ole Miss got to run into us too, though.
I'm checking back in because look who I got right here. The king and the tailgate kings.
Look at JV. I knew he was working hard.
We got JV right here. JV.
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
What's going on, JV?
It's going down today. It's going to be a great day. Respect these Hedges. On campus correspondent, Heena Patel, man. She just always represents getting it in. Tailgate King, check us out.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They're throwing a bash here. I mean, it's wild. I can't imagine what's going to be like in the next hour or 2. Coach.
Heena, you're killing me.
I know it, right? It was like,
is that all right?
Yes.
But you can't, you can't have a show without the first lady right here. There we go, Shelby.
Hey, go Dogs!
Say what's up to your beauty. Look how cute she looks.
Listen, we are out here at homecoming. If you're not here, I'm sorry. You're missing out. I get to hang out with my friend Heena.
Yeah.
I'm finally where Heena's hiding.
And that is done. All right, guys.
Go Dogs, Tailgate Kings.
Okay, I got a question. I asked someone earlier. If at LSU and Alabama, who would you rather win? Who would you rather win today? And who do we want to play in the SEC championship?
Georgia. I don't give a about anybody else today, but Georgia. We need to win today. I don't care about any other team or any other game. Today is all that matters.
Well, who do you want to play in the SEC championship? I don't think it matters.
Georgia.
We beat both of them, so let's beat them again. Go Dogs.
You heard it.
Boy, look good out there.
The first lady, she knows it all. So.
And Coach, it ain't even got started yet.
I know it. That's what I'm saying.
35-10.
You heard her score, 35-10.
35-10.
Go Dogs. Bye, y'all.
They got to go back to work.
Come on out here. I mean, if you don't come this year, you have to come next year because we're just going to do it bigger and better. So you have to be here. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
We said go Dogs. Yeah, I apologize. It's hard to hear out here.
I know, but we're having a good time, and we miss y'all so much. We miss y'all so much.
Hey, we miss y'all too. So y'all have fun for us out there.
Thank you. No, we will have fun for sure. All right, I'm gonna let y'all keep chatting. Sorry for the interruptions.
Oh no, keep it coming. All right, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Yeah, keep rubbing it in.
I know it, right? No, it look good. Like you say, they just not getting started, man. Especially for this 3:30 game, man. Listen, man, these man, hope that doggone Myers Quiet about to be thick out there, boy.
What?
Oh man, bro, I'm telling you, if it wasn't an hour and 45, bro, I'm telling you, I'd have to get up out of here and get up into Athens. But they're going out there. They're gonna be out there and have fun for us, dog. So
yeah. I couldn't even enjoy myself if I went out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hey, you know, dogs take care of business, man. You know, we'll be in Atlanta for that mega gate, man. Talking Sauce said UGA for the 20 piece. Ooh, I like it. We appreciate it. Hey, my guy Tim, bro. He's like the dog's gonna put it on him. So what's going on,
what's
Maurice?
The spread, 14?
It's 14.5. What's going on, Maurice? He said, Coach, how you doing? The guy, I missed you guys last episode. My daughter had, oh man, congratulations on your first grandchild. And also, welcome to the club, my man. I'm a 2-time papa. So I know the feeling, man. Nothing like them grandbabies, dog. Hey, just know right now they're gonna get anything they ask you for. So but shout out to Maurice for checking in, man. We 14.5 favorites, man. Actually started initially at 20. And then it dropped to 17. But 20 was on FanDuel, and sometimes FanDuel they be a little out there with they what you call it, their point spread. So I think 14.5 is about right, because I know Missouri has scored a lot of points, and this is what I did the last 2 weeks, you know, against Florida. Not so much against Vandy, but against Florida and Kentucky, I did it both times. I looked at who they actually beat, you know, because we get to see our team every week. So it's a little different. But when you're looking at the other teams, I want to know who you actually did it against. So Missouri, LSU beat Missouri. Missouri put up a lot of points on LSU, but LSU's defense isn't that good. Outside of that, the only team that they really beat was Kansas State.
I think they wasn't that good. I think LSU don't start kind of peaking at, you know, they turning the tide.
Oh, and at the right time. They're gonna show us today. Now they can show us today if they could slow down Milroe running the ball. I don't think that, you know, they may look better today than we may know. You know what I'm saying? Will y'all be at the Ole Miss game? I'll be there and trying to see where the tailgate at. James, we will not. I won't be at the Ole Miss game, but our guy Priest Perry, who supports the show, man. God, what's the name of that street? Priest be tailgate. No, he done put in the chat a couple of times.
Yeah.
But listen, man, when you go to the game, man, you can never miss when you go to Myers Quad. It doesn't matter if it's homecoming or a regular game. You can never miss when you go to Myers Quad or up near the stadium on Reed Field. I think that's where the Bourbon Bulldog Club is. Bulldog Bourbon Club is normally. So a lot of different tailgates, man. I know for homecoming, y'all said that they was gonna be off of Baxter. I mean, not Baxter, but what's the main street coming in? Not Baxter. Baxter is what take you to Russell Hall. That main street that the UGA bus comes down when the guys are coming to the stadium. I think yeah.
I see a lot of the Oklahoma fans nation. They in the comments at Jason with the do Hall of Fame. Y'all got any concerns about Okie State, or y'all feel like y'all want to go in there and blast them?
Well, Mars got in earlier and said he knows that OU fans want to blow out, but he feels like Oklahoma State gonna come in with a lot of energy, and he picked the game to be 35-30. And I mean, I think the first half is going to be a little bit closer than the second half. I think Oklahoma's a better team. The guy that's been running the ball, Ollie Gordon for Oklahoma State, man, he started out, man. I don't know what he was doing in the first 2 weeks of the football, but the last 5 weeks, this dude's been on the tear, and he's now, I want to say, leading the nation in rushing. So I think they'll have a lot of energy, you know, and that could backfire. It could go good for them, but it could backfire. You know how it is. That's why Kirby don't like that. And I try to tell Dog Nation, this is why Kirby don't like wearing black jerseys and all that good jazz, because it just adds stuff, unwanted, you know, distraction, if I could say, that doesn't make you focus on the game. But I can tell you with Oklahoma State, they're going to have a lot of that going on in the first half. The key is, can they keep it going for 4 quarters? And I don't know if they can hang with Oklahoma for 4 quarters. And they might.
C Block said.
Yeah, let me see. C Black said, I know y'all won't, but check the offense Georgia's face. No wonder they appear like one of the best defenses in the country today. Mizzou put belt tone ass for the upset. All right, that's and that could be true, C Black, but check the defenses that Missouri has faced, by the way. LSU is not a good defense, so don't quote LSU. Kansas State, I mean, you got to know as a football fan that Kansas State defense ain't Georgia's defense. So outside of that, they beat up on South Carolina. They beat Kentucky. They actually needed a fake punt to beat. So I mean, yeah, I listen. I give Mizzou credit. They got weapons on the outside. Brady Cook is playing good. And I think they're going to score some points. I just don't think they're going to score enough points. So it's a wonder why their offense has looked good in that same sense. So,
same thing, make you laugh, make you cry.
Exactly. Jason say, Shawty, you already know. He said Okie Light put up 35 on Kansas State. That's exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So Missouri needed a 61-yarder to beat Kansas State. I'm just saying, you know, we'll see. Missouri always try to get up for us, you know, but they're coming into the doghouse, and I think we'll be up for the task. And at the end of the day, I don't care if we win 31-30, we win 35-17, or 48-47. Long as the Dogs get the dub at this point, Shawty.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at with the Dog, because like I say, man, each week I feel like more and more it gets harder and harder regardless of the opponent, just because of how, I mean, whether it's in 2023, 2024, 2025, eventually the Dogs got to lose, right? That's just what the numbers say. And you know, I'm gonna enjoy all these dubs, you know, as they come along, because we're in some unprecedented times right now. There's some other good games going on too. Jason, give us a score prediction on Bedlam, dog. There's some other good games going on too today, too, Shawty. USC Trojans take on Washington, and Washington's defense hasn't been looking the same, you know, these past couple of weeks.
The Dogs slap out of them, coach.
I think they're gonna right the ship today too, man. I'm just saying, the last couple of weeks, you know, their defense been kind of, you know, out there, and they've been playing decent, but they ain't played the USC. But I just think Washington's just an overall better team. Virginia Tech and Louisville too. So Virginia Tech has a losing record out of conference, but they only are 1 loss in ACC. So Louisville has only 1 loss in the ACC as well, and they're undefeated at home, and they're playing at home today. So whoever wins this game is in the fast track to right now play Florida State. He said 42-20 Boomer Sooner. Hey, could happen. I'm gonna tell you like this.
3 touchdowns.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I personally think Oklahoma's gonna win, but if for some reason Oklahoma State wins, that's gonna be like, Shawty, you played, and you know when you lose to your rival, it's different. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know you only got 364 days of that until you get another shot at it, right? Whether you win or not the second time or the next year or whatever, you still know it's coming back around. Right now, for the foreseeable future, Bedlam, this is the last Bedlam. So whoever loses this game, they got to wear that for however long they got to wear that, dog. That's tough living right there.
Yeah, man. I'm be honest with you. I don't know how, you know, Oklahoma fans will recover if they go down. But they did say they are, but I guess what they said, they was a year ahead of schedule or something like that.
Yeah, but the Bedlam is different, man. Oklahoma absolutely owns Bedlam. So I think in like the last 15 or 20 years, Oklahoma State's only won like 3 times or something like that. It's crazy. So I think if we talking about which fan base would handle it worse, I think Oklahoma, if they were to lose, their fans would handle it much worse than Oklahoma State, because Oklahoma State's kind of used to losing this game. You know what I mean? It's like if we I'm trying to think of a game like that. Honestly, like the Kentucky games, when they come in, that's not really a rivalry, but Kentucky's only beat us like twice in like 20 some years. So they like whatever, man. But if we was to lose to Kentucky, it'd be a little bit different. Who is that? Who is it? Somebody else in the group chat checking in. Let's see.
E-Rod
said 12:30. Man, what is Heena's back on.
Hey guys, okay, so I just want to show you the dance floor has gotten started. I mean, we're ready to roll. And then I got an old alumni here that wants to say hello. Take a look at this. Your mind is gone, brain is laid, we got a little dog out here. Look at that. It goes down for real, don't stop, just keep rolling downhill.
They got the too short pumping.
Hey, Coach, they ain't even started drinking yet.
I know it.
Take it back to our old alumni here. This is, you ready, girl? This is, you guys remember Erik Robinson?
Hi, everybody. We are here live at the Black Alumni Homecoming Tailgate. It's a beautiful day in Athens. A great place to be for homecoming. Come out and see us.
She's a part of the staff now. So, Erica, tell us, who's your favorite player?
Oh, I have too many to count.
Okay, fine. Who's your favorite new player?
Ooh. I tend to like offense and defense.
Very politically correct answer. Offense and defense. How about
offense,
that?
the whole team, just the whole team. said just the whole team. She likes the whole team.
Coach, you remember her from school?
Yeah, I remember Erica.
The goods there. I asked her about her favorite old players. She wouldn't give up the goods. So, all right, I'll let y'all keep talking football, and I'll check back in.
All right, thank you, Heena.
No, thank you.
All right, Heena, our own campus correspondent, man. Sammy gets in. What's going on? Sammy says, can we cover all four Missouri receivers and quarterback run game? These type of offense give Georgia problems. I do think they're going to score some points and move the ball. Like I say, a very good offense. Their receivers definitely going to make us play 11 on 11. Like I say, the two main ones are Luther Burton and Theo Weiss, but like they have a third guy. I can't remember his name. He's been coming on here lately. He's like he's like one of those guys. He doesn't catch a lot of passes, but when he does, they're all like big plays. So this is a quarterback.
Key.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that key coach, their offensive line gonna be able to block us for 4 quarters. We ain't gonna have to cover the receivers. They gotta be able to block them.
And see, that's what I think. That's where I think the difference lies, is because they're one of the most pressured teams in the SEC, and so they're gonna have to do that. And I think that's where we're gonna have to neutralize them, because you don't want them guys running out there, running around with the quarterback having time to throw the ball. But the thing is, a stat that they posted, I want to say on the SEC network this week, Georgia and Missouri are two of the teams that get the ball out the quickest. So I think Carson Beck is like 2.73 seconds, and the guy from Missouri was like 2.71 seconds. So neither one of them are holding the ball very long. But if you're throwing it short, I'm good with that. I think we're one of the best tackling teams in the nation. Like I said, I think Missouri's going to put up some points, but I just don't think they're going to have enough for us. Like you said, they got to block us for 4 straight quarters. And now that some of these young guys coming on, that might not be I don't know if they're going to be able to hang in there for all 4 quarters. If we could, and it all goes back to the run game too, because they got a good running back. So and the quarterback can run. If we can slow, like if the quarterback ain't got a whole bunch of explosive plays, a couple of first downs here and there is fine. As long as he ain't busting us up for 20 and 30-yard runs, I think we good. So it's a big game, man. Good day for football, man. The homecoming looks like better than ever. The sun is out. The music is going. They got the Too Short playing. No, I want to get out there. Listen to some Too Short. I'm like, Heena is in all the good spaces out there at homecoming. So shout out to everybody that's out there at homecoming, man. E-Rob said 12:30. He must not even be at homecoming yet. I'm like, I don't know how long E-Rob thought the show was going to be, but we about to be wrapping this thing up. All right, listen. If I can't be there, I'm definitely gonna be home watching some football. So football starts in about 4 minutes. So
yeah, I'm about to watch the Texas and K-State game.
Exactly. I'm gonna watch that Texas K-State, and then of course, keeping my eye on. Listen, man, stat guy, he I don't even know, he too confident in beating Jacksonville State this week, Shawty. He say, man, we done lost the battle of the Carolinas to North Carolina. We lost the battle of the Columbias to Missouri, and now it's the Gamecocks versus the Gamecocks. And he's like, we just can't lose this game.
Well, Coach, a lot of people was kind of high on South. Well, not high, but we had a good feeling about them from the way they closed the season out. So for the way the season has turned out, it's a big disappointment. It makes you think, same old South Carolina again.
It is, and it was a guy on the radio show that said something because they was comparing South Carolina and Clemson. Who's having the more disappointing season? And the guy was like, Clemson by far. He was like, this ain't no shot at South Carolina, but I mean, outside of the 5 or so years that Spurrier had them really going, they're a 7-win team or 8-win, 6-win team. So this is kind of par for the course or something like that. What's going on? My guy Kareem getting in, man. What's going on? He say 41-13. Reem, are you at homecoming? I know you out on the West Coast, man, but I didn't know if you had flew in for homecoming or not, man. If so, your boy B Sheezy is out there. Should be in a few minutes if he ain't already over there near the Capitol. So if you are on campus, man, Ben is there. You may, if you're on campus, you may have already seen him, but let me know if you actually watching it from the West Coast or if you are in Athens, my guy. But yeah, man, like you're right. The talking media heads were high on South Carolina, Spencer Rattler. Now listen, not for nothing, man. They 2-6. Spencer Rattler been balling though. But
he's been playing well.
Oh, he's playing like the Spencer we all thought he was gonna be when he first came out of high school. Like the dude just ain't had no help, man. He had the guy Xavier Leggett is been playing, but their big play receiver they thought it was gonna have Juice Wells when he first, he got hurt on a touchdown, against us on the celebration, nonetheless. Let's see. Say watching it from Vegas. Hey, okay, I feel you, Rain, man. Hey. So here, Heena's checking in again.
Hey guys, I'm here with Little Banker from B103. Y'all say hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
All right, how you think we're gonna do today? That's right. All right, top 4 teams. Sorry, I was going to put you on the spot. What do you think about them putting Ohio State above Georgia?
He says a misunderstanding.
You heard it here again. Go back there from B103.
Go, dog. Look at this ring, baby.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that ring right there.
Another ring, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's get that 3-peat. We got it going on. All right, guys. We're checking out. There's some football going on. There's some dancing going on.
All right. Hey, look. It all looks good, Heena. It all looks good.
All right, we're going to check out. All right?
All right. Thanks, Heena. Man, listen, they got B103 on campus too. Shouted like they just adding, piling on, dog, just piling on. All right, Jason, I'll hit you up when it's over with, man. Mars said he's out of here, man, about to watch that Texas-Kansas State game. Yes, man, it is 12 o'clock, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us for a little while, man. Georgia's homecoming, taking on the Missouri Tigers. Listen, like I started saying, man, separation Saturday for the SEC, and then also separation Saturday for the Big 12, man. So some big games going on. Y'all, wherever you are watching the games and football day, be safe, have some fun, and we'll see y'all on Tuesday. And if you are a college football fan, make sure you check us out tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time for the Saturday night snap count when we review all of these games. Shawty, get some rest, my guy.
Will do, Coach. I ain't leaving the house, brother.
All right, man. We out of here. And as always, go Dogs.
And respect these Hedges.
For sure.